Just think about the last time you went shopping. Let's suppose you needed to buy some coffee, okay? You walked into the coffee aisle, you scanned shelf after shelf of different types of coffee, you grabbed one, and you walked away. I'm going to guess there were at least a half a dozen different brands of coffee represented on those shelves. So let me ask you a question. How did you choose the particular brand of coffee that you bought? Was there a salesman standing in the aisle trying to persuade you to purchase one brand over the other? Was there someone barking at you like a carnival worker trying to get your attention? Of course not. Chances are you chose a particular kind of coffee because you trusted the brand. Maybe it was Folgers, or Starbucks, or 8 O'Clock Coffee, or Maxwell House, or whatever your favorite brand is. But the point is, no one sold you on buying a particular product right there in the coffee aisle. Instead, you were pre-sold before you ever arrived at the grocery store, because the coffee company had done a fine job of building their brand. Now, of course, buying coffee is just one example. Take a look around at your life, and you'll quickly discover that branding plays an important role in many of your buying decisions. And it's not just you. Your friends, your colleagues, your families, and even your prospects and customers, they all factor in branding when making their own buying decisions. Now, the fact is, people buy from those they know, like, and trust. And the only way to build up this sort of trust is by building up your brand. Now, here's the crazy thing. The brands that people are buying might not even be the best solution, but people like to buy brands with which they're familiar because they trust them, right? They know what kind of experience they'll get when they use a trusted brand. Now, imagine for a moment that you're traveling on a highway and you get hungry. You see Bob's Fast Food Hamburger Shack sitting right next to the Golden Arches. Do I even need to tell you what restaurant sports the Golden Arches? If you said McDonald's, you're right. And that's just further proof that branding works. Even little children can spot the Golden Arches on the highway from miles away and start screaming from cheeseburgers. Now, with all else being equal, and assuming you're looking for fast food and not gourmet dining, there's a pretty good chance you're going to go to McDonald's rather than Bob's Hamburger Shack. Now, why is that? Well, it's because you know what to expect, since McDonald's has built up their brand recognition and a reputation for food that's fast and cheap. How about another example? Think about an online auction site. Which one comes to mind first? Probably eBay. They've built their branding so well that most people don't even think of other auction sites. And how about a search engine? I bet you thought of Google, or maybe Bing or Yahoo. Again, there's the power of branding at work. Point is, branding is an incredibly powerful way to increase your sales over the long term. When you build a strong brand, you build trust. When you build a strong brand, you develop top-of-mind awareness. When you build a strong brand, people buy from you simply because they recognize your brand and because they've associated good feelings with your brand. Now, a lot of struggling entrepreneurs don't even think about branding, which is probably one of the reasons why they're still struggling so much. Others spend time thinking about branding, but they think branding is just about picking out a slogan and a logo with pretty colors. I'm telling you, that's a mistake. Branding is much bigger than that. And branding is such an important part of a company's success that serious business owners invest a lot of time and/or money into developing a solid brand. What's more, companies that have been around for any amount of time often freshen their brand, simply because they know how important it is to change with the times. Let me give you a few examples of how companies have branded themselves or freshened their brand. Avis used to be the second largest car rental company in the world, right behind Hertz. As part of their branding, they developed the slogan, "We try harder." This new branding slogan was considered a huge success and was used for 50 years. What about Apple? Apple Incorporated used to be officially called Apple Computers. However, this name didn't properly reflect their business strategy, as Apple was moving into tablets, smartphones, and other gadgets. So, Apple changed their name in order to capture a bigger market share. Do you think it worked? You bet it did. Just think about the popularity of iPhones and iPads. The point is, branding is really a big honkin' deal. And if you want to dominate your industry, solidify your long-term growth, and cement customer loyalty, then you need to pay attention to branding. Now, the good news is This course is going to teach you everything you need to know about developing and refining a bulletproof brand that can crush the competition. So let's get started by taking a look at the DNA of branding. I'll see you in a moment in the next module.